Hello. We don't have a host or hostess tonight. We're just winging it so everybody can say hi on their own.
Hello.
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 Hi.
I'm Barb Kelberg, a longtime professional inker and a writer and a colorist for the last 7 years. And I'm also the bean counter at Silverline. Whoever,
Okay.
go.
I can go. Okay. I'm Kaz.
I guess we go clockwise or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I probably have the shortest tenure here. So I've been like 20 seconds in the industry, and I'm a writer at Silverline, and hopefully have a book coming out soon. Fingers crossed. Hoping I'm up next. So yeah.
Oh, and John is in.
And I'm a nearly 40-year veteran of the comic book industry. John made it! Yay! And I started out as a letterer, became an inker, then a penciler, and the rest is, well, not quite history, but it's the story. Drawn everything from Merlin to the Star Trek characters and a lot of stuff in between, worked for a lot of different companies, and have wound up as a self-publisher and a publisher of books and doing illustration for those books, and now doing some stuff on the side for Silverline as well. And they drag me in here every Wednesday to make a fool of myself.
And you do such a good job of it.
You know, I do it outside this room. Why not here?
I'm sure I'm more of a fool than you are in these sessions here, Rob. No, nothing.
Oh, I've been at it longer. Javier.
All right. Well, I'm Javier. I've been a comic book collector and a purchaser of most things G.I. Joe and Transformers since 1982.
Yo, Joe.
Thank you. Grape cola and chocolate donuts to you, brother. My first really big investment into comics was the Sears catalog would have a collection of about 30 Marvel comic books that you could just buy, and it was a random 30. And I happened to get the ones where all it was centered on one face, and it had the Marvel marquee around it with all the characters. Yes, I had no idea that's what I was going to get, and I got a whole bunch of those. So I've been, in love with comics ever since, especially Marvel. My most recently completed work is a short story from Cthulhu Invades Oz for the second edition. It's coming out. I have a 5-page story that, because of my ineptitude at drawing, I turned into 6. And I penciled it and I inked it, and I'd never drawn anything about Oz ever in my life. So this was really cool to do. I learned so much about this, and considering that I'm a literature major, never read any of the Oz books. So I feel completely inadequate to draw them. But, a job is a job. I got to do it to the best of my ability, and hopefully that'll come out later this year. The Kickstarter's already a success, so I don't need to plug it. And I'm going to pass it on to John.
Yeah, everybody. John Medic. I write stuff occasionally. Need to get back on the hamster wheel on that one, though. Most noted title, Sniper and Rook. Did some stuff for the Silverline holiday special from a couple years back. And need to get back to writing. But I'm here with my Wham buddies every week that I can make it. And you guys can always find me here. I'm the one that's here being most obnoxious. So, Javier, I don't know if you saw, I took my camera. My wife absolutely loves the fact that in our dining room, I've got a series of G.I. Joe Classified, the boxes. Oh, there's my wife. Come closer. Look what my wife is wearing. She's repping the 80s in her own way with Rainbow Bright.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
We got the G.I. Joe up there too, and then well played. And her She-Ra action figure is up front by the door. So
we're all one big Greek family.
She says we love to play, and go for it. Why not?
So if you
Geek Central here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we have no plan, no clue, no script. We are
it's like life.
Yeah, I know. Nobody stepped up and claimed tonight's podcast, so it's just a free for all. And the first item of business, I am so excited about this. Oh, you guys,
All right, let's do it. I got rock and roll right here. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's rock and roll.
Pop
Yes.
said hello, by the way. Pop said
Hi,
hello.
Pops.
Hey, Pops.
I don't
What
think
the-
you can see
oh.
this, but this is a
Yeah.
Snape,
it's
a Snape Lego.
Yeah.
My son and daughter-in-law took my grandkids to Universal Studios in Florida, and they brought me ta-da!
Snape's wand.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh my
She got some
God.
sort of like
Oh,
wood
yes,
thing.
Expelliarmus. It's a Snape wand I got.
Yeah, Amy is the Harry
Yes.
Potter fan in the family, not me. So
Wingardium
That-
Leviosa.
Yes, it is Leviosa.
Mm-hmm. Leviosa.
where are our religious?
Oh, look at Javier. He's
Yeah.
showing his off.
I'm not running to
You
get
show
mine.
yourself.
I'm
I
not
just
doing
have a
it.
stick.
I'm not doing it.
Hello,
Ah,
is my
Geeks Unite.
rock
Yes.
I have a stick.
that I got for
A
Christmas.
stick.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
Good for
Is that,
Christmas.
is that She-Ra?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Oh
oh,
my.
on the oh, wow.
Hang
See,
on.
now I got to do a drawing.
Hang on.
Yep. Princess of Power and Swiftwind, and all the wings come out and the saddle and everything. It comes off, and I was showing my daughter about this, and I said, "Oh, she's really well made."
Mhm.
And then my daughter picked her up off of the horse, and she came apart. Her torso came off.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Talk about
You did a
body
Black
horror.
Dahlia
Oh, my
on her, huh?
goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
You
my
guys are perfect
Oh.
for each other.
We could totally do like a whole Count Dooku thing here. Yeah. So we
I
don't
don't,
have
who is going to be the Count Dooku?
Dooku is the one that Anakin beheaded.
I know, but
Well, I was the one who be holding the lightsabers behind you. So yeah, we don't have wands, but we've got these Star Wars paraphernalia, like in the dining room and in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, she fits in real well with this group perfectly.
Welcome, welcome.
Notice she's not giving me my chair back. Yeah.
and
Yep, that's my big present.
Yep. Okay. Bye bye.
I'm
I gotta clean the kitchen.
So Javier, I have a question for you.
Oh, please.
I think you said you love all things Transformers and G.I. Joe. Is that correct?
Amongst other properties, yes.
Yeah, right. Do you have Transformers versus the Visionaries?
Was that even a thing?
No.
Yes, it is a thing.
In that type of comics, I did get
Yeah,
Visionaries.
Dave
I
Rios.
remember that.
Yeah.
I think they had like a staff, and one of
Yes.
them had a line, and you can
Yeah.
open it up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess IDW came out with Transformers versus the Visionaries. I want them. I actually went and
That's
started looking
right.
for it, but I have to get those. I want to see what they did with
I
that.
did the cover to Revolutions #1 from our local retailer, where they all crossed over.
Mhm.
I did one for that. Visionaries was not part of that deal, but I do remember reading that from IDW. Yeah.
Mhm.
Man,
actually
you
got
haven't been
very-
on this thing for 20 seconds, Kaz. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm old. I'm just old. I'm just
Oh.
old.
Good
I
Lord.
think
Oh, here we go.
I have you beat in the old department. Come on.
And Rob's only a few years older than I am.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yes.
First it was our geek collection, now it's our age. Oh, my
Yeah.
Lord.
I
What else are we
have
comparing
an
now?
original. I have an original Barbie.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it still in the
What
pack?
was it?
Or because
what was
that's
it?
money.
Of course not. It's
You
she's-
played with it,
I
right? You
played
actually
with her.
played with
Was it 50? Was it 57 or when was the Barbie was
59,
born?
the year I was born.
59. I knew it was late 50s, but I couldn't remember.
And I have a
what.
1959 Barbie
Oh.
that, and Leanne, my sister Leanne had Midge, and we played those things to death. But it's still in pretty good shape. She's missing a pinky.
I was gonna say, did somebody burn the hair off? Did the boys come around?
No,
and
no,
start
no,
burning
no,
the
no.
hair off? And...
She still has her. She still looks pretty damn good for being 67 years old.
Start beating her up with the other action figures.
She
all
has
that-
shifts in her ears because we use the little beadhead pins like you use in sewing. The pins with that little. We would stick those in her ears for earrings, and then we'd hang from things from it. Stuff. But no, actually, I still have her. She's in a drawer.
That's crazy.
Well, Cass, sounds like you got some traumatic experience with siblings and cousins destroying your stuff.
No. If
'Cause
we
I know.
knew the thing, if we knew what we knew now, like I had a whole bunch of toys that I wish I understood that these things would be collector's items.
Hmm.
Because,
Yeah.
having the original Optimus Prime, all of like He-Man, all of you're like, man, but you played with them as a kid. You just
Yeah, I had
witnessed.
the,
Is what
I
everybody
had the
did, which is
original
why they're worth so
12-inch
much now.
GI Joe. I had one of the original GI Joes.
The
God
12
knows where it is
the
now.
12 ones,
Yeah,
or
the
the
12-inch. Yeah.
oh god,
Okay.
who's it? Iron Man.
It's Tony
and
Stark and Iron Man. Tony Stark with
yeah.
his little computer screen and Iron Man. These are my other two. I have 3 Lego characters, and one is Snape, and the other 2 are Iron Man. I'm not
So are
a
you
big
starting
on
to collect them?
toys.
Are you starting to collect them now, Barb? Is that it?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
I don't collect toys. I grab them if it really catches my eye. You've seen most of my toys. I have the Supernatural car,
Mhm.
and I have the bobblehead Tony,
Mhm. Tony, yeah.
and that's pretty much it. I might have a few other ones around here, but I'm not a big toy collector. Just if it really strikes me.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just
have the room
remembered
for it.
I had the Batman and Robin that had magnets on their hands and feet, which was great for the refrigerator,
Mhm.
but it was really bad on the side of my dad's car.
Oh.
I didn't know this until my father came around. I was like, did somebody key my car?
Oh
It's
my
like,
god.
no, I was playing with it.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I guess that's why I didn't inherit the car. So
Yeah.
that was a nice story.
Oh my
Just
God.
remembering sins of the past.
Oh my god.
Boys and their toys
76
seems to be more of a thing than girls and their toys. I do know one girl who is addicted to Funko Pops, but that's about it.
Well, the 80s kind of boys were the biggest, the action figures thing. They were just trying to, get into the girl market, but boys really had all Starcom.
I have complete sets of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys and Ghostbuster toys under the house.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Barb, could I share a picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
I'll hang on.
Let's see.
Like that?
Or you're
going to share it.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh,
that was my
you
student's
guys
office.
you
So,
guys are
Javier,
insane.
the GI Joe setup, I thought you would appreciate.
I venerate you even more now, John.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
See,
definitely
that GI Joe with Snake Eyes with the Uzi, that was the one I got, and I subscribed. It was one of the few things I ever was able to save enough money, and I subscribed to GI Joe and Thor because Simonson was on it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I subscribed, I got number 21, which is you have there, which is
that's
the silent issue.
The first GI Joe comic I ever got. It was in a 3-pack with stripped covers for $1, and I'm in junior high at the time, and I'm walking from convenient food store to my junior high, which was right behind it. And I'm like, do GI Joe comics have no dialogue? What the hell is this? It blew my little mind. Yeah, silent interlude. I'm gonna get another picture. So
it took me a while to figure out that John Byrne was drawing GI Joe covers.
Mike Zack.
Really?
And Mike Zeck did that, but
Byrne
number
didn't do
20 was John Byrne, uncredited. The one where there's the dreadnoughts are cutting the tail of the airplane.
31.
That's John Byrne.
I want to say that's 30. Yeah, I think you're right. The orange cover.
What are you doing?
By the way, I wanted to get a survey amongst all of us. Now, we've all of us started our geekdom very young. Of course, we didn't have our own jobs and stuff to pay for these things. Who was the enabler of your geekdom?
Oh, parents for sure for me. Yeah. My dad.
Allowance.
My dad was a geek too, so I think secretly him buying the things for me were ways for him to live vicariously through me with all the
Okay.
action figures and
Yeah, I've done that for my son. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
So Rob, you're in a neighbor. Okay.
roundabout. Yeah, roundabout my mother, because she worked. So after school, every day after school, I would go down to the library, which was just a few blocks away in my small town. It was one of those little Carnegie built libraries. And I would hang out there for like 2 hours before she would pick me up there. I babysat myself in the library, and I always, oh my God, the books that I read. Mrs. Pickerel Goes to Mars.
I have that book.
Oh, do you really? That was my
Yes,
first science.
I read it too. Yes. I bought
Black
it from
Stallion,
Scholastic.
all the Black Stallion books. It's just the whole Barsoom series. John Carter of Mars. I read all the Hardy Boy books. I was probably self-enabling myself, and especially after I started at working at Rexall's and I was in charge of the comic books. But I would say roundabout my mom, because that was my pickup point for after she got off work.
All right, John, how about yourself?
All right, so I've got a photo to show, but let me tell a story first. So definitely my parents. They enabled like me, and so I'm an only child. Yes, that makes me spoiled, but it also makes me way more neurotic than I should be. But yeah, I remember, God, like Christmas was awesome. I was before 4. I came down the hallway. Christmas tree was there. I'm closing my eyes because I'm picturing it, right? So the Christmas tree is in front of like the big bay window, and all across the bottom of the tree, the Mego Star Trek action figures. So, I had the Mego figures of Star Trek. I had the superheroes. I had the Planet of the Apes. So like my nerdom goes back before Star Wars. I was also 4 when Star Wars came out. And for my 5th birthday in 78, that's where I wound up getting pretty much, I got the land speeder and almost all of the original 12. Except for Princess Leia, but my birthday's in March. I got her in my Easter basket. Ben Kenobi wasn't in the box, but when my birthday party was over, Dad reached on top of the fridge, which is like the tallest thing in the house when you're little, and they just found Obi-Wan that day, which was awesome. They found Jawa a couple weeks later at Dispensa's Kitty Kingdom and Castle of Toys, which was an awesome place out here in Chicagoland. And they called and they put it on hold, and they even wrote my name on it. And I'm like, why did they defile a package? I was like 5 and I was neurotic about that back then too. And then there was one more out of the original 12 that was missing. Oh, Han Solo, my first one ever. First package I opened from that was a Star Wars one, was for my grandma. Pretty much she probably told my mom and dad, get him something that he wants. And it was Han Solo that I got from grandma. And then the rest of them were in the package. So the nerdum was there. There is a rare Star Trek toy out there called Mission to Gamma something or other, Roman numerals after it. Really hard to find. I've got one. I saw it in a comic book. I saw the advertisement for it when like the advertisements were still like hand drawn, not photos and stuff. And I told my mom, I want this thing. So like I was like 4 years old probably. The thing did not get wide distribution. It wound up, East Coast, West Coast. Mom called around everywhere, and she finally talked to some dude who was like in some shipping warehouse where they had one, and they shipped it to her for like cost of shipping. So like you want to talk about like parents that enabled my nerdom. That was that. My parents were not nerdy like that. Unfortunately,
but they just loved you.
Here, they were both sports people, and I grew up. Oh, I see Kitty by Cass. I grew up with like no hand-eye coordination. So like what a disappointment I was with that one. So no sports for me, but like all the nerdisms there. Can I show another picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
So a couple years ago, my wonderful wife, who you guys all got to hang out with today, said we should do a family vacation. And it was like, just before we got married. So I had not been to a beach in I don't know how long. She was all like, oh, we can make sandcastles. And so, Javier, this was my homage to G.I. Joe 21, Silent Interlude at the freaking beach in Sandusky, Ohio, with Baroness and Destro down there, and then you have
I
Snake
see.
Eyes fighting the Red Ninja, and then you got another Snake Eyes out on top, because why not more Snake Eyes, right?
Right.
And then when I was a kid, my parents and I went to Disney, Polynesian Village. It opened up to the beach, which was really, really cool. I had Transformers with me. I was in junior high. My Soundwave that I played with in the beach still has Disney sand in it to this day. And so like I got like a little reaction Soundwave. That's why he's hanging out there too. But yeah, that's my homage to the silent interlude castle infiltration. So yeah, there is no hope for me. How I got like a girl to marry me is beyond me. But
Dustin, did you go to Cedar Point while you were out there?
yeah, that's why we went there. I had never been, and so yeah, Amy is the one that suggested it, and me and her and my son took the ride out there. And her son, or her daughter, was going to Ohio State at the time, so her daughter came out with us for a day too, which was really, really awesome. So like, you know, the four of us were there, and it was really, really nice. So yeah,
Cool.
I was more into reading than collecting the toys. Like at one point, I had every Star Trek book that was ever printed. And that, you know, throughout life, you go through ups and downs. And I must have, over the course of my lifetime, I've probably sold off my library 4 or 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
ever
to make
sell anything
money.
that you regretted?
No, oh, good Lord, no. And then when I'd hit good times, I sometimes I bought the collections back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I had an entire collection of Rat Patrol,
my.
Hardy Boys, Star Trek. I had a lot of Star Wars books. Oh gosh, just a lot of different types of books. Oh, the whole Barsoom series. But you know, things get sold off when you have no money. So
Yeah.
I don't have that all those series now. I've got new ones to replace it. Not those series, but I've new tastes and stuff like that. I still have a huge library, but you know, things get sold. So I don't have them anymore. Have you guys ever had to sell off any of your precious stuff?
I had to sell a big part of my role-playing game accumulation. It wasn't a collection, it was accumulation. Whatever new product came out, I tried to get the Robotech ones, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones. I don't know about you guys, but I started off with comics, and at the back of the comics, they would always advertise Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Finally met somebody who knew what that meant. I didn't know what it meant, but I thought it was really cool, so I got into that. And that time I was old enough to get a job, so I started working after college, before college, after high school, and I started buying everything I could. I got Dragon magazines, Dungeon magazines, and then I fell in love with ninjas and the Orient. So Karatur came out from Dungeons and Dragons Oriental Adventures. Got really into that because nobody else was into it. Then that eventually got me into trading cards, the Magic series.
Oh yeah.
I worked in comic stores when those things were hitting big.
I worked at a place and I said, "Don't bother paying me. I'm just gonna spend all my money here. So I'll trade. I'll just take cards for work." And yeah, that worked out for like 6 months. I had the best collection ever, but I was broke. But in any case, that's the whole point of going to college, right? To be broke. Then I found Legend of the Five Rings, the card game, and I just wanted to ask you guys, did you have a similar path in your geekdom that one thing led to the next and it felt
Yes.
so natural? Like
Yes.
it all belongs together in the same category and you should have it all?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Something my path's similar to yours, although I ran into D&D through friends in college. I mean, we're talking early D&D from the 70s, from the mid 70s.
The
when they
Gary
first started
Gygax
coming out.
era.
Yeah, not the original, but the original advanced D&D, which was
you a dungeon master?
yeah. I've got a box full of dungeons that I created back then, still. So there, I look at them now and I go, oh, there's no way that room works with the creature that's in it. So I've gotten better over the years, but yeah, I've still got some of that stuff. I sold off the books years ago because I wasn't playing the game anymore.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to sell them off. Somebody's going to want these.
Yeah.
And I put them up on eBay, and it didn't take long for them to sell. So I had a little cash. So
I think my journey was probably weird. I think I fell in love with old cheesy kung fu movies first. And and a lot of those old 79, around 70 something, the 80 movies, it was very superhero-esque. So everybody had their thing, like snake style or dragon style and all that stuff. And so that kind of dovetails naturally into like when you think of 80s cartoons and G.I. Joe especially, because everybody had their thing, right? So every individual character specialized in something. And then, dovetailing ninjas, kung fu movies, 80s ninja craze, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, of course.
Daredevil.
Yeah, you fall in love with that stuff. And then naturally from the 80s cartoons, I was in the 80s cartoons first, and then over time went to comics. So I guess I went that route instead of starting with comics and then letting it feed everything.
yeah, that in the 80s, it went that direction instead of the other way around. Before that, it was,
it
you
would
got
have
into
been.
the comics, and then the cartoons came along, and the early Marvel ones were just horrid.
I don't know.
Bad.
X-Men. When you say early Marvel,
No. I'm talking about the very first one.
Oh,
The
oh,
ones
Amazing
that
Spider-Man.
where they essentially just traced panels out of the books and then just moved them. There was no motion to the character at all. It was just, it was bad.
That was
It
all we
really
had.
bad.
Yeah.
That was all we
Yeah,
had.
but
So
it's
that's what.
but it is all we had. Yes, and they were
I've-
syndicated. They weren't on network TV. They were you never knew where you could catch them. My wife fell in love with Thor because of those old cartoons. So yeah, but
I didn't
they
know
were
who Namor
good
was
for it.
until I saw that one where he's fighting the Hulk, I think, or the Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen a handful of them, and then only snippets, not a whole cartoon.
Can't get through it.
Well, I grew up in essentially rural Southwest Missouri. We had 2 television stations, and we didn't have a third one until I was in high school.
And they were
So-
black and white, by the way.
Yeah, we had a black and white TV until let's see, when was it? 68, 69.
Mhm.
Before that, we had black and white TV.
Thank
So
you for not
and-
saying 6'7".
Yeah, and yeah, I got to watch the moon landing live.
Mhm.
We had a color TV at that point, but the
July
pictures were black
20th,
and white anyway.
1969.
1969.
And wasn't it crazy? How big was that screen? Like, how big was it was what?
It was probably 20 inches. We had
20.
a pretty
And
good-sized
you
TV.
probably sat across the room and watched it, didn't you?
Mhm.
Oh no!
Oh, were you up?
I sat I sat right in front of that
for
puppy.
that event. For that event.
For that event. But yeah, we sat across the room. Yeah.
And isn't it? I don't know if I could do it today. I don't even know what
Well,
happened.
Well,
definitely
and-
not
and
today
I've
because I wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, I've noticed that modern televisions and they're wider than they are tall.
Yeah.
And the TV screens back then were almost square, just
Yeah.
slightly
4:3
wider
ratio.
than they were tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's what 16.
16:9.
Yeah, 16:9, but something like that. But I've also noticed that when they put little captions on the screen,
Mhm.
if you have a small screen, which we have in our kitchen, we have it's a flat screen TV,
Mhm.
but it's pretty small. And I sit across the room to watch it. I can't read those captions,
Nope.
and it's not because my eyes aren't good, because
Yeah.
I can, when I have a bigger screen in the living room, and I can actually read it in there, but not on this little thing. And I think back to the TV sets back then, and the resolution wasn't as good either.
Right.
No. Oh no.
So yeah,
I remember we had tubes in our television, and we would have
Yeah.
when they would blow. There was a shop in town.
would-
And it's just a tiny little
I
town.
would come to your house and trade out tubes.
The
Yep.
tubes, yeah.
Yeah.
He would pull all of them, test them to see which one was busted,
That's right.
and then
That's
then
right.
put them back. And I would lay on the floor and watch the guy work on the TV.
No, my earliest memories of the whole comic scenes was comic strips. My dad loved his comic strips, and the Sunday comics were huge. And I loved Steve Canyon and Prince Valiant.
Mm-hmm.
And the next step up from there was then watching the original Batman and Robin TV series. So
Oh, I
that
loved
was
it.
yeah, that was a huge thing for me. Come home after school and that turn on the TV and watch Batman and Robin. But I got away from comics because I got hugely into sword and sorcery fantasy. And that's still one of my major loves. I'll read that, but I'll also into comics. And then I kind of skewed back again when I was a teenager and working at Rexall's because I got all the comics for free. And so I got back into comics that way. And then back into sci-fi fantasy when I went to college and got married, got away from comics. And then it all came crashing in together when I got into ElfQuest in the early 80s because it incorporated both of my loves.
Yeah, I was going to say, ElfQuest had to be a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just like the spark that exploded, and that gave me everything I wanted. And from there, I found Conan and I found other sword and sorcery comics, and then got into comics, regular comics, from there.
I remember
you guys know I'm an Iron Man fan.
I remember you mentioning in a previous Wham, DC's Warlord won you over quite, because I remember you talking about the cod piece.
Yes, that was a huge one for me when I was a teenager.
A bare-chested, burly man. Hell yeah, women love
naked.
that stuff.
He was naked except for a skull cod piece. Come on, guys. Come on.
Plus, he was
I was a
very,
14-year-old
very
girl.
wise.
I was a
really
14
good beard. That I remember.
And now that I think about it, Tony Stark also has the beard thing going. I must have something about him.
And he had long hair too, Rob.
So yeah.
Where's your sword? Rob? You gotta have a sword.
I think I have a lightsaber somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
Just saying, cosplay
ElfQuest
is not a new thing.
Of course, I've got.
Brought my
you
two
got a
worlds
cosplay with a
crashing
fake
together.
sword though. I've got my real katana behind the couch just in case,
So yeah, my two worlds crashed together and happily crashed together, and the rest was history because then I got into comics professionally, and that solved my love of art, my love of comics and sci-fi and everything else. Oh, nice.
Did you paint him?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, that's my painting work. Yes.
That's cool, dude.
I'm so happy I didn't lick mine.
Yeah, talking about sword. Yeah,
wow,
like
you kept that
Captain
sword
Morgan.
straight all these years. That's great.
it's bent. It's slightly bent, but yeah, they've been on a shelf for quite a few years. But I have a whole bunch of them.
Oh, and Saturday morning cartoons. Can't forget that.
Yes.
No,
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest.
Yeah. I mean, I love Bugs Bunny. Don't get me wrong, but Johnny was my boy.
See, your version of Saturday morning cartoons is a lot different than mine when it came around.
I know.
Yeah, it's very, very different.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, there you
Johnny
go.
Quest.
Yeah, I
There
got
you go.
that.
Wow.
I need to put it together. I got the darn thing for Christmas a couple of years ago.
Wow,
It's
nice.
still in the box. But
Even so, Kaz, the 80s comics, cartoons and stuff like that was still a huge leg up onto what the direct that they have on these days.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Hands
I
down.
mean, my kids were little then too, so I watched all the Thundercats, all the Ninja Turtles. I saw them all.
Yeah.
And see, I feel like I'm the generation in between those two. So like I was getting a little bit older, my cousin, collected all the Thundercats, the He-Man stuff I didn't do, the Thundercats I didn't do, the Silverhawks I didn't do. But the Migos through the GI Joes, you know, huge, and like I never stopped collecting, you know. But yeah, it's just some of those IPs that kind of define the generations. Rob, since you're showing off stuff, when you moved the camera around at one point, I saw a Green Hornet model box.
Yeah.
Could you show that? So, you know, if we were talking, you know, Barb, you were talking about the Batman TV show, the Green Hornet TV show I loved. And oh my God, did I have a crush on the secretary? Oh, wait, I lied. I still have a crush on the secretary.
Kato.
But yeah,
Bruce
the,
Lee.
what's that?
Bruce Lee.
Kato.
So yeah, that is very cool.
Sweet.
Wow.
Black Beauty.
Yeah, I love the Green Hornet TV show. It's like
I've
if
got
they
the
did
Batmobile
Batman
there.
without the camp. Very cool.
Oh, so you're a model. You have
Very
a
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ooh, nice
Sweet.
Excelsior. And that's not the Rio Grande. That's got to be, I don't know the name
It's
of
the
it.
Galileo.
There you go.
I even
I'm
did a
sorry.
little-
Deep Space Nine named theirs after rivers.
Mhm.
The runabouts.
And there's DS9. There you go. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's my Star Trek.
There's a
right there.
runabout.
Yeah. DS9.
I love DS9. Dr.
Yeah.
Bashir is my
Yes.
favorite.
And here's those D&D figures I was talking about.
And you painted all those, Rob?
I painted all those, yeah.
That's so cool.
And then I've got some hanging from the ceiling here.
Oh,
The Jerry
Nice.
decks. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
is that Frankie? Yeah, that's a Frankie.
the little one. Yeah. The little.
Jeez.
Enterprise D.
You put us to shame, Rob.
I know. Gosh.
Well, I had years to do it.
Dude, all this time on Wham, man, and we never saw the cool surroundings.
Oh yeah, that's what my studio looks like. Yeah.
Well, you're usually showing us the cool stuff that you're drawing and working on. So
Yeah.
So
All right,
wait,
Barb.
do
The
you-
next time we don't have a topic, just ask him to do this.
That's
Yeah.
right. Studio. So did you use those as references, or did you just build them for the
That's
love? of
yeah,
building?
the Deep Space Nine ones, yeah.
Oh wow.
I bought those.
tax
as a symbol
write off,
them to use as
baby.
That's
reference.
the
job, good
excuse
job.
he used.
Oh yeah, well that I got to write them off my taxes.
That's right. That's right.
That's
awesome.
right.
It was research, yes. Uh-oh. Can't get this back.
I'm gonna say a
Stand, there we
word
go.
that might trigger some people.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, you showed that before, Barb.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
but
is that?
Javier hasn't seen it.
Right.
What is that?
The beaver.
It is a beaver skull
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
given
Okay,
to
I thought
me
it was
as
something like nerdy, so like it's actually like real, like
I thought
yes,
that was like a
but
ward.
it's got a
Okay.
tie-in. It's got a tie-in. It was given to me as a congratulations gift by Bernie Wrightson for working on the Angry Beavers cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Now, who else but Bernie would give you a skull
that's freaking cool.
for
Angry Beaver.
for
Or
a
creepy.
congratulations gift?
Cool or
Yeah,
creepy. One of the two.
that's right.
No.
Instead
That is
of sending me
great.
a little congratulations card, he sent me a beaver skull, which is
I mean,
so
that's
rare.
got to be useful for all kinds of like monster designs. You got to come up on the spot. You just take an element from that, take an element from another animal and
Yeah,
an insect, and boom,
exactly.
you got a monster.
Scaring
Mhm.
children away at Halloween when you run out of candy. Hey kids.
Mhm.
So, guys, I wanted to talk about nostalgia. For some reason, I recently started kind of like figuring out, their boom boxes for some reason are showing up on my feed.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I haven't seen boom boxes in a very long time.
Right.
I wasn't a dancer, but when I moved from New York to Puerto Rico, a lot of people thought because I was Hispanic and I came from Brooklyn, oh yeah, you must know how to dance. And you can imagine their disappointment when I couldn't.
You're
I
not
couldn't
walking around with
breakdance.
your own cardboard box
That was-
to spin around on. No.
That was not my scene, It just wasn't. But I do remember this big apparatus that you literally would watch TV on it, open the top up, and play your LP records in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
that
Console.
technology is obsolete,
yeah.
but the thought of putting those two things together, it never would have dawned on me. But nowadays, a lot of technology involves combining things. Like, for example, we have our computers plus our camera. Our cell phones do 4 or 5 things. They have music in them, they have cameras, they have telecommunications. If there's something that you could bring back from your childhood that you think would be cool in a modern way, what would it be?
So it wouldn't be clackers.
Maybe I'm the only one here that knows what a class
You
is.
know?
Did anybody get hurt with that? Because that sounded powerful.
That's why they took them off the market.
Yeah, that's
because
why they
were
don't make them anymore.
deadly.
Very
lawn
similar
dart.
to like the drum thing from the end of Karate Kid 2.
Mm.
Mhm.
No, these were. You're talking about the
The clackers are the flat the things that clap
No,
like
it was
No.
2 acrylic balls on the end of strings,
Oh,
and you up and down, and they went bap 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 bap.
yeah. I know.
And
I know.
then you could
and
give yourself a
yeah.
very bad
yes.
edit.
Plus they would. If you did it long enough, they started to shatter.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, they were. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, they took lawn darts off the market too.
Darts. Oh yeah. I got some bootleg darts if you want to buy some, black market. Yeah. It's got the metal tips. Still.
Bad ideas. I mean,
Javier, I really loved how you described the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of entertainment centers. It's like the record player and the TV all in one, But that shit was pretty badass, man. We had something similar. No TV built in, but it had the big top, record player with stereo radio. Had that growing up. That was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
If there was something I could bring back, the first place my brain jumps to is laser discs. And I did not have laser discs when I was younger. They were big in the 90s and, they were amazing to look at. My best friend and his brother had one, and I just was like,
Great packaging.
I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them now. I've got 30 probably players at this point, because everybody's getting rid of them, and I got them real cheap, But in the heyday, I couldn't afford any of that stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing something bringing back, because it's dying, physical media. Blu-ray stuff is even shutting down. They've cut off production of blank Blu-rays for home media use and something physical media-ish, I'd say. Javier, can I ask you a personal question?
Of course.
How old are you?
I am 54.
Okay, I'm 53. So I thought we were, the stuff you've been saying, I'm like, ooh, I think he's like my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So I figured that we were right about the same. So cool. Yeah.
I think I would choose the VHS converter, which got a VHS machine and a recordable DVD machine together, so that I could transfer all of.
I got one.
Yeah,
I got one in my front room.
I have all my kids' sports tapes on VHS that I need to.
I need to get my wedding transferred.
Convert.
Yeah,
you can send them off and have that.
Yeah,
done.
you can send them to.
I know.
There are places that do that, but I actually have a friend who lives
they're
in Omaha
expensive.
that would do it for me if I could get him this stuff, because I've got some of that as well. Some stuff on VHS tapes.
I did do that with some of my VHS tapes.
I don't send stuff to anybody anymore. Ever since I saw that ad that said, "Hey, you want to make some easy money? Send $35 to this address." You know what I got in return?
Nothing.
No, I did get something in return. A piece of paper that said, "Go to your local newspaper and put this ad on the classifieds that says, you want to earn some easy cash? Send $35 to your own P.O. box."
Yep.
Lesson learned. I don't send anything in the mail.
What do you want
so
back?
Javier fell for the pyramid scheme.
No. My significant other did that at 40 years of age. She fell for that.
Wait, how many years?
She was 40.
Oh
She
my!
was 40 at the time.
Hey, you could have been selling sea monkeys on the back of Marvel Comics,
Yeah. Cass, what do you want back? What do you want to come back?
Oh yeah.
You may not remember. There's this.
You didn't hear my age? Come on now.
Well, but I mean, depending on where you were in life, it didn't appeal to you, right? Like, so there was a toy where, and I think they're getting close to this with 3D printers, but there was a toy where it was like little not needles, but it was like little metal cylinders all in a rectangle, and you can kind of put your hand in it, and it would
Oh
be
yeah,
all.
those things are still around, dude. Like plastic
I know.
now, but yeah.
I think
know,
I have one somewhere.
But if you could merge with current technology and make that the way you print things, like you could just lay it on there and then it just.
Oh yeah. They had little metal pins basically that.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you could, that would be something that I would like to see merged with something very modern to make a cool. It would just be a cool way to
Duplicate, make a model.
Yeah. And again, we're beyond that technologically, but it would be a cool toy. Like if I think about a kid being fascinated by something, like just
My grandkids would love it. Yeah.
just oh man, look, it made our hand, kind of deal. It'd be kind of cool.
You know, kids aren't fascinated with shit at all anymore. Like Silly Putty, that shit was awesome, and now they'd be like, "What's this?" And
What is
like they
that?
just grab back at their
My
phone.
grandkids are loving
I mean-
Play-Doh. They play with Play-Doh every
Do
time
they still
come
do they
home.
still have Play-Doh?
Yeah,
Is
oh
that
yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
in all kinds
Currently-
of different
currently my-
colors. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Currently, my
My kid was more
grandkids.
stuck up though. He wouldn't play with Play-Doh. He demanded Aristotle.
It's not in the. They don't have them in the big jars.
No,
like they
small
used to
ones.
have.
Yeah.
They're
Part of
smaller now.
Yeah.
That was
Smaller
part
now,
of
but
it.
that's fine.
Oh,
Currently,
But
my
they-
grandkids are fascinated with glow in the dark stuff. I gave them each a black light flashlight for Christmas, and they go around and they look at everything.
See what glows
And that
under
was
the
in
black
Motel
light,
6.
huh?
oh my gosh, that's so bad. No. Oh god.
You know
Do you
what
guys
I
remember
want back?
spirographs?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't remember.
Again, I think I have one somewhere in the house.
I don't remember.
In all this stuff that I have. But what I want back
Oh yeah.
is reel-to-reel tapes. Reel-to-reel, the recorder and the tapes.
Wow.
Some of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about because they've been gone that long.
36 millimeter?
Well, it's like the half-inch tape in a big reel. Yeah, and you put these two reels on it, and it would run down past the heads and into the other, and you would record stuff that way.
We used to
That
watch
was the
at
future in
school.
some cartoons. Yes. I
And
remember that.
and computers.
It would go at different
had big,
speeds
thick-
and such. Yes.
Yeah, the big thick tape that they went through.
We used to have
That was-
RV
was-
class.
But I would love to have those back. But it's ancient technology. It's long dead.
Plus,
Which
You
means
can
it's
find stuff on-
unhackable, though.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, and it comes. You can get them. You can find them on eBay, but even on eBay they're expensive. So yeah, just out of
that
my
acetate
out of my
film
reach.
is really flammable, though.
Yeah. And nobody makes new tapes. Eventually, they deteriorate. So,
Random
Yeah.
thought. Does
Uh-oh.
anybody here like the smell of nail polish remover?
Yes. And gasoline when you first pump it into the
Oh,
car.
love gas smell.
acetone.
Yeah,
Acetone is what
acetone
nail
smells-
polish remover is.
Only initially. Like you can't
Yeah.
stay in that smell for a while, but like when you first smell it, it's like,
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Really?
I'll punch somebody in the face if they come with that. My wife and my daughter, they don't use that around me. I get kind of like
it's
when
obnoxious if it gets overpowering.
Yeah, you
Really.
can't stay in it. But
Yeah.
do you
yeah.
headaches or something?
The
Like,
initial, the initial hit from it, is not bad, but then
you know
it
how when
just-
you smack a dog with a newspaper, he starts going doing one of these, right?
Mhm.
That's me.
oh wow, that's interesting.
And it makes me want to attack everything,
Oh,
kind of like a deranged cat. I just want to go.
that's
yeah,
your
it's
superpower,
weird.
Javier. It's like the Hulk gets angry. You just put acetone near you, and you just turn into
That
this
that
warrior.
triggers me. Yeah, for some reason, it's always done that. I just can't stand it. So I remember walking by like nail salons and stuff. I would literally cross the street. No, I'm not going anywhere near that.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
talk about
crazy.
it. It's really powerful inside a nail polish
Yeah.
or nail
That's the
salon.
safest place for anybody to hide from me. Hide and seek, go in there. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But
Do
you know
any
what?
of you guys?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was
gonna
going to say, ladies
go.
first.
Go.
All right. Does anybody remember the Thunderbirds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I only remember
I
of that.
hated it.
I've
I never
watched
watched
it.
it, but yeah.
Hated it.
They
Oh,
were
hated it.
weird looking, man.
yeah, they were.
Yes. They were too human. They looked weird.
But
They were.
if there
so
were no
weird.
Thunderbirds, we wouldn't have had
Team America.
yeah. America. F yeah. Yeah. Team America, World Police.
Yeah.
They were.
Greatest
They were
movies ever.
marionettes, and the scene I hated the most was when they made the one guy puke constantly.
That would be actually that would be
In
kind of
Team
funny to watch.
America. Barb, you mean that was worse
No.
than watching like the love scene between the two of them in Team
Yeah,
America?
you
Because
can't-
that just creeped
can't
me
even-
the hell out.
You can't even compare.
That was beyond my like level of okay.
It was all.
But I loved like the action scene where they were just bombing everything and shooting everything and blowing everything up. I'm like, yes, that's what we need more of.
The fight sequence where they're just like flapping around is the greatest thing. Oh, it's so great. That's so great. Oh,
Talking about slapping around.
Oh,
And okay, I'm not confessing to anything, but
But it's
I
a pig with a
remember this
puppy, man.
short. If anybody can help me, this guy is walking down the street. A limousine drives by, stops next to him, starts talking to him. This man takes his belt off, smacks the pimp in the face, and automatically returns his belt.
no.
Goes and it just wraps and it goes back on him.
No.
mm-mm.
I'm trying to figure out
Oh.
which movie this is. I don't know
Was
if it's
it
a black exploitation
Oh,
movie.
it's okay. I do think I know what movie that is. Then
And he refers to himself in the third place, third like you
Third
don't mess
person?
around with the Mac. Yeah, and he's the Mac or something like that.
no. Is it Bootsy? What is it called?
Yes, it is with B. Oh
I
God.
think it's Bootsy Star. Wait, let me. I mean, it's stupid, but
It is.
I think I can get it.
I found it hilarious. I'm like, where is that? I need more of it. And that's when I found Eddie Murphy's Raw. And down the rabbit hole I went of
That
comedy.
led you to Eddie Murphy, bro. That's pretty funny.
My mother showed me that. I was like 11. I'm like, wow, people talk like that? Yes, I'm going to do that now.
Oh,
I didn't know any better.
You didn't know any better.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't. He
I'm
wore
doing what
purple.
I can for you right now.
I know he wore purple. I can't. Or blue or
It's way out of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
All right. So our friend Gemini, I said, hi, my friend is trying to remember a movie where a guy takes off his belt, hits a guy coming out of a limo, and the belt returns to its original location on its own. Can you help? And it is suggesting that the movie is almost certainly the 2001 cult classic Pootie Tang.
Hootie
you.
Tang. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The film stars Lance
That's
Krauser as a title character, a stylized
Oh my
gibberish-speaking
God.
superhero and recording artist who uses
Yeah.
a magical belt bequeathed to him by his father on his deathbed as his primary weapon.
Pootie
And who says
Tang.
I is
Pootie
back?
Pootie
I is our
Tang.
friend.
That is what it's called.
Oh my
John?
God.
John, I'm straight, but I love you.
Oh my
I
God.
love you. You're awesome. Thank you, Gemini.
Oh
Oh,
my word!
Pootie Tang. Okay, I've heard of
You
it.
know,
I thought it was
do
a
you even
70s
know what
movie, I
that
swear.
means?
But yeah.
All right, I just told Gemini
You know
that you
what
said
Pootie
thank
Tang
you, because we
is?
always say
Yeah.
It's with a P.
yeah.
I don't know what it means. I got to watch the movie now.
Well, yeah. Oh,
I'm
my
not. I can't sing
Look,
it on
we
the
have evolved. Look at how far we have fallen. This conversation. We went way off the cliff.
We said this was a free for all.
And I said from the beginning, we always go off on these weird tangents, and we did. Man,
So as I said, my friend says thank you. Gemini responds, "You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help crack the case. Pootie Tang is such a stylistically unique movie. Once you see that belt snap back into place like a heat-seeking missile, you never really forget."
No, I did not.
Yeah, it left an impression on you all these years later.
Like a
Man.
heat-seeking missile. Okay.
Because he helped me hit him with the buckle. Not just the flat, just with the buckle. And the...
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on.
In the comments next week, let us know how many of you went looking for this thing.
Actually, that's what I was just Googling right now. Where is it streaming?
Yeah.
It's available
Is it?
free on YouTube.
I was about to
It's
say that's
on-
got to be free.
I'm
That's
staying
free.
up tonight.
Apple
I'm staying up
TV,
tonight.
Google Play Movies, Fandango at Home, and Amazon Prime Video. It says from $3.99.
That's
So,
definitely
yeah.
a free
That's
movie.
they have it.
That's a free movie right there.
So, but yeah, it's on
That's
YouTube
my,
for free.
my
with
son called
ads.
those his nickel movies. he would go through Netflix after we first got it, and he would find these really obscure, weird things to watch. He'd go, "Yeah, that's my nickel movie."
The Legend
Okay,
of Boggy
okay.
Creek.
Do we have time for one last thing?
Sure.
Okay. The movie you would never admit to have seen, but you have to admit you've seen it tonight. That you're embarrassed, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wasted my life watching this.
See,
Think
wait,
back.
that's different. Embarrassed or wasting life? Because those are two different.
That you would never tell another human being, I really watched that movie and I'm cool with it.
Oh,
Starship Troopers.
oh, it was horrible. God.
Oh, God,
I've never seen that one.
If you know what, it's only horrible if you've read the book. If you've read the book, you're like, what did they do? Why did they even do this? What did he do? The first chapter of the book destroys everything in the movie. Oh, sorry.
I liked it. What can I say? It was a guilty
They're
pleasure.
talking about
Guilty pleasure.
doing a reboot of that movie and doing it closer to making it more obvious that it's satire, because the movie was supposed to be satire and people took it seriously. That's the problem with
It
the
was
movie.
supposed to be satire?
Yes.
Yes,
It's
it
supposed
was.
to be
Yeah,
satire.
the propaganda-
A satire
propaganda,
of fascism.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It missed the mark entirely. That was the intent of the movie. So that it was. I've never watched it because everything I've read about it misses the mark entirely.
In every way. In every
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
See,
that's so.
Maybe
you're
it's
just-
because
very
You're just
passionate about
reinforcing
this.
my aversion to ever seeing it.
I
Yeah.
would not. Or any of the sequels that came out. Unfortunately, there are sequels.
Yeah, I watched those. Okay, mine is I actually got the DVD when it came out of Independence Day 2.
Oh wow.
Independence Day 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I so hoped,
I saw the original.
that it would be good, and
The first one, even
Well,
brother.
I love the first one.
The first
Oh,
one-
see, I like the
cheesy
first one
goodness.
yeah.
until so I liked it. So keep in mind, I fell into technology young, and I started teaching technology straight out of college. Okay, so I've always been tech related. When I'm loving the movie, everything's great. They got the aliens, Will Smith kicking some ass. Life is good. The whole idea that we're going to write a virus in some fucking language that we've never ever seen before and fly this ship and upload it to the mother. Wait, they didn't have McAfee back then?
You're
They didn't have a
supposed to-
virus scan program?
you're not-
And it's
you're not
like,
supposed
okay, we couldn't even back in the 90s get Apple Macintosh computers to talk
was
to
just a-
IBM PCs.
It was just an
And so I'm
upgraded
sitting there
War of
going,
the Worlds.
It's the stupidest thing
Yeah, that's all. It
ever.
was. Yeah.
And that's
It was
where it
an
lost me. It was that, like, I could handle the lack of realism with aliens and alien invasion. I could not get over that lack
Yeah,
of
that
realism.
was that went
Technology
just
does
past
not
your
work like that.
suspension of disbelief.
That's exactly
broke-
the phrase I was looking
Yeah,
for, Rob.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
It
That's
broke
what
it
did it.
right off. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
It
it,
just-
it
just
was a
snapped it.
letdown, just like the War of the Worlds was a letdown at the end.
I never watched that.
The Common Cold. The Common
the
Cold.
Tom
about
Cruise one?
aliens.
The Tom Cruise one or the which
No,
one?
no, no. The original one.
The original. War of the Worlds, Common
1950s.
Cold took out the aliens.
Mhm.
There was
See-
nothing that was taken, and then they just all of a
Actually
sudden
like
all keeled over.
I like that. I actually really like
It
that.
was on Svengoolie not long ago, and I sat and watched it because I love that movie. It's a great. It's Ray Harryhausen did all the. I believe it was him that did the aliens and the
stop motion
The stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the stop motion
It was
stuff.
it was
with
just
that.
a germ that did them in.
Yeah,
There was
I've-
nothing that
I've
Now
never
that's
known
from the
that one.
book. That's straight from the book.
You know what that just made me think of? And it must have been an homage. One of the greatest cinematic classics ever. I think it got Pulitzer Prizes and Emmy nominations and all that. I know those don't apply. Mars
You go with
Attacks,
satire, aren't you?
Oh,
Mars
Mars
Attack.
Attack.
that was
Where the yodeling is what destroyed them. Do you remember the grandma with the record? And it was like, oh, and their
Talk
heads
about
go-
a satire. That's
Oh, my
that's
kid,
a
my kid,
satire.
21 now. He still hates when I go ack ack. It creeps him out. He gets the goosebumps
Uh-huh.
and runs away. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mars Attacks. Great stuff.
Yeah, Independence Day lost me at the point where somebody sneezes and the dad says, "Just an night," or "God bless you," and then he's like, "Oh, you're a genius." That logic, that leap of logic to go from that to a virus for a computer, I couldn't leap along with them for some reason. Everything else I was cool with.
you stumbled and fell.
Telepathic
Bad
aliens,
writing.
I'm
Bad
cool
writing.
with that. Yes. Tentacle me and speak to me. Oh, I want to destroy you. Great. No problem. What do you need computers if you're telepathic? I don't know. But, I don't need to know. It's cool tech, big heads, tentacles, awesome ships. Great. That can get shot down by rocks. But again, no problem there. But the guys comes up with a solution from a sneeze.
It's eureka moments. Why are
And
you
then
guys
wipes out all
killing
the
it?
aliens like Barb was saying.
That's how it happens, man. You touch something and then all of a sudden you get like a whiz bang idea.
That's how I get electrocuted. What are you talking about? You touch something. That's how I get arrested. What are you talking about?
And then you get a great idea. See how you learn from that moment. Something brilliant.
Leaps
happens.
of logic.
That's right.
And then I become a punk in prison. What are you talking about?
But that's where you learn to break dance finally.
And see
Circle.
how we come full circle.
That is right.
Yin Yang has got nothing on us, people.
All right. I suppose we should wrap this up, shouldn't we?
Oh,
We should do more of these. I'm gonna put a couple more of these on the list.
We're gonna tell Roland, no, we're not scheduling anything, sir.
We're just gonna do a free for all.
We're just doing it. We're just winging it.
Wednesday
I
Wham.
love you guys' energy. Yeah,
Winging
that
it.
was
Wednesday
awesome.
Wham. Yeah, there we go. That's funny.
All right. We should wrap this up. Hang around, guys, because I gotta talk to you afterwards.
Okay.
Righty. And as we like to say at the end of every one of our free-for-all
Namaste.
Wednesday Whams,
No?
Make
sorry.
make
mine.
mine
Silverline.
Hey, this is Paul Pelletier. Make mine Silverline. Is that okay, Roland?